Welcome to the podcast for the sisters and bros. It will make you laugh from your head to your toes. Talking about their lives, from the highs to the lows. And the name of the title goes, The Sloppy Joes.
Welcome everyone to the SloppyJoesPodcast. Hey! My name is Joe. That's Joe.
Hello.
Special guest, Stephen
Sloppy.
Try.
Thank you, man.
Hey.
Stephen Try's in the house.
I mean, we were sort of on a roll there, Stephen. Thank you very much for joining us, by the way.
What do you mean you're on a roll?
Because we were talking
Sausage roll?
to... He sort of takes the piss out.
Sorry.
Oh, and Joe is not used to that.
Listen to this, Steve, right? Do you know on tags on YouTube?
Yeah.
Right? He put...
For people at home who don't know, what is a tag?
It's basically like when you search for something, it might come up if this video has the same tag on it.
Sure.
He put Joe McGrath's weight.
I thought people
tag.
might want to know that.
Who the fuck's searching my weight?
I've never done it. I've never done it.
You might try.
Well, you're not going to be able to now because he deleted
I
it.
deleted it. Fuck that.
What's coming up on the show today, Joe?
Well, obviously we're going to be getting to know Steve a little bit better. We're talking about our weeks. I've been DJing shopping centres again.
Wow.
That's tragic. It's like in Phoenix Nights, you know, Dave Spikey's character. He's doing the songs in Asda.
It's really
get your black bin bags.
It's really depressing. And now you said that makes it more depressing.
8-hour shift as well. I can't wait to hear about this.
Ethan's been in Newcastle. He's back.
Hello, everyone. Hello.
Before we get into that, Ethan, you were telling us the difference between different parts of Newcastle. It was very interesting, wasn't it?
Would you like me to tell you now? Because it is quite interesting.
Yes, please.
Yeah, okay. So, why are Geordies called Geordie? Well, let's not get into that.
Just start again.
It's like
Start again.
Man United, isn't it?
Very simple.
Fucking hell.
Start from
This
the
isn't a
beginning.
TED Talk.
From the top, Ethan James.
Okay. So, do you want to know why?
No, not do you want to know?
No.
You're telling us.
And don't-
There is no
you can't
question.
Is he
Edit this
doing
out
stand-up? Is this...
3, 2, 1. Just tell us what it is. Ethan James.
All right. So, the Mackhams are called Mackhams because, like back in the day and that, like in like the shipyards and steel, they used to make everything. And you see, the Geordies used to like take it off them. So as a bit of fun, you see, it was like they mack 'em and we tack 'em. So they
Nice.
became Mackhams because bit of fun in that.
Really nice.
What about that Howay and
Yeah, which
Howay?
was the story you said you would tell us before we started rolling?
Oh well, I guess nobody knows the answer to that one, Joe.
Fucking hell.
I've been clickbaited. I've been clickbaited
You have been clickbaited.
by a young Stephen Merchant over there.
How's your week been? And can I say congratulations on the Drink Off, which is the new series that you're doing. Episode 2,
thanks.
how freezing came out. It's
He
great
did.
fun.
It is good fun, you know. It's the pressure of me having to have a personality is eradicated by drinking alcohol.
Do you usually get boozy on these shoots?
In the last one, yeah, because we, you know, if you fail a challenge, you have to do a shot, and I failed a lot of challenges. And also, in the first one, I got away with it pretty much, except for at the end. In this one, yeah, it was just a little bit chaotic. Yeah, Calfreezy was bringing that sort of vibe that he was going to be chaos, so just had to go with it.
Dressed as a shark.
Yeah, that's always good.
Is that your shark outfit, or was it?
Yeah.
Brought his own.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. The Easter Shark. He was Geordie.
He was Geordie.
Easter Shark, Stephen Try's podcast.
Stephen Try's podcast.
He used to bring Easter
A
eggs.
hallmark character of the podcast was
He used to
Easter
give out really good Easter eggs as well.
Didn't it?
Like
Is that your hip creaking there? What is that noise?
Sorry, I don't know. I spoke the chair. Do you mean my hip?
Stop grinding on the
Well, you
pole.
told me you've
hell.
eaten 3 takeaways today.
I'm
3?
I'm reviewing them.
So it don't count.
I know, no, but I'm not eating 3 full ones. Fuck it, it's bad, isn't it, boys?
It is bad. 3 takeaways in a day.
You are filming it.
Yeah, but it all
Oh,
adds
that's
up.
all right then.
Oh, it is all right.
Is
you
it?
talk about United 3 times in a day.
Yeah.
Oh,
Isn't
that's
it?
scalding.
Yeah.
No one has ever
Dickhead.
died from talking about Man United too much, though, have they? Heart attack. Why did he have talk about Man United so much? He had a heart
I'll
attack.
be fine. Steve, what have you been up to this week?
This week I have been. Well, actually, I filmed a video, which initially you were invited to, but then you weren't because you declined.
No, because
Jesus
sometimes the
Christ.
invites just they come like last minute, and
how I
I had
work.
a shift that I couldn't get off. He is very last minute, and it involved
Shoulda,
going to
woulda, coulda, mate.
Scotland.
Big time McGrath.
Can I say Scotland?
You can, mate. Yeah, we went to Gretna Green, and then we did challenges in each sort of big places we came back. We started off with nothing, absolutely nothing, but a penny to our name.
Yeah.
And then if we did the challenge, we'd get enough petrol and money to get to the next place.
That's class.
So what was if you didn't, what would you have had to have done? Just die there?
There would have been
Max is still
a very short video, or there would have been another forfeit for the whole group. Because each time it'd be one person has to do a challenge. And the first one, Gretna Green, 2 of us had to get handcuffed, like we're married because of Gretna Green.
Because that's what happens when you get married.
Yeah.
Just you may now handcuff the bride. That's what they do, isn't it?
And I bet in some cultures,
drag you around for 60 years.
Yeah. Come on.
Can you take the undershirt off and leave the overshirt on?
That would be
like we're
something,
halfway through a
tragic
Mike.
Tragic
So
for the older listeners, just flick my man boobs.
Yeah, there we go. So you got handcuffed to a makeshift bride.
Well, it was my friend Dave. So it would have been McGrath if he'd come. But then the second challenge was we're in Carlisle, and of course you got the Royal Navy advert. So we did paintballing. So one person had to be a target and run around, but the person I was handcuffed to got it, which meant I just had to go with his extra fodder.
So real friendly fire going on there, wasn't it?
And I said to Tom Looney,
rest in peace,
sat there once. I said to him, "Don't shoot me in the mouth," because I could see it in his eyes. He was going to do it, and he was like, "No, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it." And then within 2 seconds, I sort of ran out there, and I just felt taste paint.
Right.
Do you not have like a mouth guard?
Yeah, but it went straight through it in my mouth.
Is it painful as well?
The one on the back of the arm is.
Oh, fuck off.
Yeah.
You said it was a long day.
It was a long day. It just I really underestimated how long it takes to drive to each specific place, and Windermere was out the way. Unfortunately, Max, he's got a really bad fear of heights.
Oh, that's good.
And it landed on him to do this one that involved a really long zip line. And you should have seen the look on his face when he found there was a weight limit. He was,
unbelievable. Imagine getting out of it because of that.
Yeah,
that's not fair.
I once went to in Benidorm.
Went
to Benidorm with a friend of mine called Andy. He's still with us, and there was one of these slides where you stand on it and then it drops the trap door.
Yeah.
And I was climbing up, and there was big queues, and you want to queue like that. I was with a friend of mine, and my friend went on it, boom, gone. He was loving it. And then I got to the front.
I
got to the front.
We haven't seen him since.
I got to the front, and the lifeguard looked at me, and he buzzed through to another lifeguard. Said something in Spanish.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, this other lifeguard has brought weights up.
Really?
He's put scales up.
He needs to work out.
No. He's put scales up. And in front of everyone holding up the queue, he's made me stand on these scales.
And then he buzzed again. Oh, yeah, it is. Bring the grease.
No. He looked at me and went, what's no in Spanish?
I think it's no.
No. He went like,
really?
No. I went, oh, come on.
So good that Stephen was there to translate that.
Yeah, thank you very much. He said no. So then I had to do the awful thing of looking like I've chickened out of going on the slide and just pass everyone.
Do you say that the awful thing
down.
of looking like you've chickened out? That is far more preferable than I'm too fat to do this ride. I'd be like, I've chickened out, everyone. Oh, I'm so scary once you go up there. So they said you were too fat.
He said I was only like a 0.01 kilogram over, so that's just like a big poo.
Yeah,
right. I could have done it.
Yeah,
if I went for a dump.
But if you're just dropping anyway,
that's what I said.
He'd have gone straight to the centre of the earth.
The trapdoor might have like snapped.
Yeah,
and I just completely fall to my death.
Yeah.
My mate who didn't want to go on the water slide, he went first, was fuming at me as he saw me coming down because he thought I also chickened down. What Benidorm was wild.
Sounds it. Walking up and down
the
stairs,
smirk on your face.
It was just not fun. That was the same ride. You know, I have a dodgy shoulder. Do you know what I said on the podcast? My shoulder pops out now and again.
Does he know? Do you know
wanking?
Why? Yeah.
I'm not always wanking.
Sometimes wanking. That's more than enough.
Once wanking.
All right.
The fact it came out though.
Yeah.
Landed in your own
spunk.
Disgusting.
I once was down the water slide like this, head on hands.
What? Why are you so cool about it? Ferris Bueller.
What are you doing? You don't need scales to kick that man off the fucking ride.
Anyway, as soon as I hit the water, the water pushed my elbow out.
Shoulder
out. Yep. Fuck. And as I came up, my mate saw me like my arm was just wobbling in the water, needing to be pushed up. You don't seem impressed, Steve.
It's more
it's not
worrying.
as good as the wanking story, is it?
You worry me, Joe.
True, yeah.
That's the thing.
I feel like I worry both of you.
I do.
At
Yeah, you
different
do
points.
worry me a bit.
When you're away, you're either shitting yourself or throwing up or
Yeah, eating himself to
dislocating.
death.
Shut up, Joe.
Hey, does that here too?
Yeah, we're doing that in a little bit with the 9 out of 10 club.
Ethan James took a. Ethan, how you been?
Hello, Drew. Yeah, I've just had a nice trip to Newcastle, a nice break away.
How was it, mate? What were some of the highlights of your trip?
Well, you know what? I was thinking on the way back on the train, I don't have too many stories to tell because it's all been nice, and usually people laugh at my misfortune until I got back.
Yeah, go on, what happened when you got back?
Right, so I'm getting a bit stressed, you see. So the trams are down, so I have to walk all the way to Deansgate, Castlefield with my big suitcase. I'm all in the fluster. And I finally get back home, right? And when I get back home, I go get my keys out my wallet.
Keys in the wallet.
Why have you put your keys?
Bold move.
Yeah, it's very,
choice.
very bold move, that keys in wallet.
I suppose it's you're really using that sort of Sainsbury's trolley coin as a kind of Venn diagram of items there, aren't you? It's the keychain that is a coin. Carry on, Ethan.
Well, I've kept it in there for 5 years, so I didn't think anything
All
was
right,
bad.
let's
make
see how
his
this-
wallet
let's
bigger,
see how
I
this
think,
story
isn't
ends
it?
before you start bragging, shall we?
And then what happened was I couldn't find my key. And
So maybe there is an issue with it after all.
So
eh?
you couldn't, you got no key.
so I lost it. And Adam, my housemate, is in London at the Pride of Britain Awards.
He's getting an award.
Wow.
Yeah, saved an orphanage.
Oh, what?
No, he didn't. He's just there.
Just for living with Ethan.
Nice.
He saved an orphanage.
Yeah,
Ethan
and
James.
stole one of its members. Go on, Ethan. What happened after that?
Ethan's got a loving family, Joe.
I know he has.
Well,
Is it loving?
You can't say that.
It is loving families. Ethan's mum's a big part of this show.
yeah, she loves it. Anyway,
Say that again.
I love how you turn the camera and you're like, what was that? Like you tried to use the camera to catch you. Oh yeah, that. Tell this
Anyway.
fucking story.
Fucking hell, so you've got no key, now what?
well it's nothing short of a disaster.
I love that. Most people at the story do the talking, but you really hammer home how big of an issue this is.
Well, what happened was, Joe, so I'm proper stressing out, I'm flustered. And I go downstairs and it's like accommodation and there's a security man. I was hoping for a bit of redemption. And then he brings me in.
What's the security guy done to you?
Well, I thought he was going to like help me out.
Oh.
And then he goes, he takes me down and then he says, oh, give them a ring, gives them a ring. And the guy's like, has he got nowhere to stay tonight? And like, he's got nowhere to stay tonight. And then he's obviously contemplated whether to help me or not. And then he goes, nah, tell him the office is open at 9:30 tomorrow. So I'm a bit stumped at this point.
We're an orphan.
So I then go to the Ibis budget, and I go in there, and I'm a bit of hope. Round the corner, you see, I go in and I say, "Do you have any rooms?" And he says no. But then he says, right? Then he
Mary
says,
and Joseph.
then he says,
We've got a manger out back.
he says, "Do you not mind any room?" Right? And I went, no.
Oh, this
What
sounds
does that mean?
pervy, isn't
Yeah,
it?
like
Yeah.
some sort of chat room.
Well, that's what I was
In
thinking.
playroom.
Yeah.
Well, I would have said yes straight away if that was of it. Anyway, I say, yes, I'll take anything. And I say, how much will it be? He says, 34 quid.
That's a bargain, that.
Bargain. So,
They could have milked him as well.
Yeah. They did milk him.
so I was thinking, like, is it even more worrying that the price is so low? So he builds me up, all my hopes, types in all my details, and he says to his colleague, oh, what does this say? And then she goes, oh, that means we're sold out. We've got no rooms available.
Fucking hell.
So,
So
yeah.
what do you mean? Would you take any room?
No
What was
idea.
that? Like he was going to offer you the back of his
Yeah,
backseat of his
yeah.
car or something?
I would have took it.
Nah, it must mean a room next to like an elevator or something.
Yeah.
Dodgy room.
Or maybe just one of the
Dodgy
elevators.
room, yeah.
Yeah.
Vertical room.
Maybe a sharing room.
Yeah.
You ever stayed in a hostel?
No.
You never stayed in a hostel?
Have you?
We once stayed in a hostel in Ireland called Paddy's Palace.
Yeah.
And yeah, it wasn't. And we stayed with 5 mates in a 6-man dorm. We booked it dead early, so we assumed that other room, the other space in the dorm, no one was going to take that.
You wouldn't
Because you
want
could
it.
see on the hotel that that this.
You've
this
got to be a
dorm-
psychopath to take a room
Yeah.
with five
Anyway.
other people and then just one space.
And when we get there, he said, "Oh yeah, someone else is in the dorm with you," and it's just this massive American guy, and he's just fucking buzzing off all of us, absolutely buzzing off all of us. But then he falls asleep quite early into the night, and when
Oh,
we came
God.
back, it was bad. He was like laid out naked.
I bet you thought there was a mirror in the room.
He, w- Right, carry on. Ethan, fuck that.
So where did you stay then?
Where did you
Ethan?
stay?
So I got all panicky. My mum's not answering because she was at a choir, so she didn't answer her phone.
She was at where,
I
sorry?
A choir.
She conveniently started that day being at the choir, so I had like no contacts or anything. But then look,
Can she sing? Your mum?
no.
Is it a religious choir?
Oh
Like
no,
a
we're not
really
into
cool
that kind
rap,
of thing.
Rap choir, right?
No.
A gospel choir.
Yeah. Vicky McClure is doing a video on choirs.
A video.
On BBC iPlayer about the choirs. I saw it on Gogglebox this week. But I think you have to have dementia to be in the choir.
Right.
Okay, so what did you say?
Ethan? What?
What did they do about lyrics then?
That's part of the
Just
struggle.
sort of freelance.
Just
wing it.
It was,
we
it
just
was
play
a
the
very
sound?
emotional scene on Gogglebox. This guy couldn't remember the lyrics.
Oh.
But by the end of it, he did.
Oh, that's good.
And the tears, man, the tears were rolling down my face.
Really?
Yeah, because it was dead sad, but
Are
it was
you,
nice.
are you quite a frequent crier?
I'm a crier. I'm a big crier.
Yeah.
Now and again, I think I need a cry. Do you
Yeah,
not
me
think that,
either.
Joe?
I cry sometimes. I cry at weird stuff though.
Like what?
I cried at a bee.
You cried at a bee?
Do you know one of them ones where it's on the floor and then because you've seen it on like a video on Facebook, you get it all the sugar water on a spoon. You just fucking drown in it. You just went like that into the water, and it's like, oh, it's drinking, and then it dead.
Sad. You're a Christy.
I don't cry often. I was in the gym the other day and I got emotional watching the season Liverpool won the league, and I was like, oh, he was so good.
It was
Now
good, yeah,
I was looking at Van Dijk winning headers. I was like, oh, that used to be a thing.
Ethan, where did you end up staying?
Well, producer Callum, who is on Stretford Paddock, he was away in Leeds, you see, and his housemate Cam was about, so I slept in Callum's bed.
Oh,
Nice.
Did you leave him a little treat under the pillow?
Like what, Drew?
A little poopy
You like shitting someone else's bed.
in a sandwich bag.
No, in a
Yes.
sandwich bag.
Yes.
Ethan, were you going to say something about a story in Newcastle with your dad?
very leading question, John.
Yeah.
Go on then.
Right, so I love my dad. It was nice.
It's always going to be a fun story.
Let's
when you start.
preface this. I love my dad.
He's doing
That's the
bumps off your house key, wasn't he?
That's where that is. Come on then. First of all, you love your dad.
Yeah. What a way to start a story.
There's a prosy with our house key now. But imagine that in Geordie.
She's got into his flat.
Anyway, right. So I went down to South Shields, you see, which is where my dad lives, and I haven't seen him since Christmas last year. So we had a bit of an Indian, bit of a.
What's funny about that, Joe?
So we had a bit of I thought you were going to say a bit of a hug or like a heart to heart. Yeah, no, I ain't seen him in a very long time, so, as you would expect, we had a bit of an Indian.
Waited 10 months for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Indian, nice, lovely.
Yeah. It's really
What did
Get
you
to
have?
the story, Ethan.
All right, so and then afterwards there's like a bar next to it, and I had a bit of a drink afterwards. You see,
Bit of a drink.
bit of a drink.
What were you
And,
drinking? Just do the hand motion again.
just a bit of a drink.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then after that, they got a bit drunk, you see. And
That'll be the drink.
my grand's been having a few problems with her ankles over the last few years. And I said she's been complaining because she's on the NH list. Sorry. She's been on the NHS list for a while.
What do you put down? What do you mean?
No, so it's been a while. So I said to her, why don't you get seen privately? You might be able to get it done quicker, and it'll be good for you. And she went, oh, I'm not too sure, Ethan, because I believe the state should pay for.
Can we get this story done privately if it'll get
And
it done quicker?
And then what happens, Drew, is my dad's had a bit of drink, you see, and he leans forward in his chair, and he says to me, Grant, he leans forward at this, and he
Are your
goes,
grand's with you?
yeah, sorry, it's like a big get together.
nice, yeah.
So my dad's mum.
Does she have an Indian as well?
Oh yeah, we all had an Indian. It was an Indian for 10. So
Wow.
yeah, so we sat down. Sorry, he sat down and leant
Sorry about
forward.
this, Steve.
He sort of leant forward, right? And he said, listen, Mum, listen. You've probably got best 3 years. 3 years at best. And I mean, Gran was like, you cheeky git. and then my dad was like, but no, listen, let's be honest here. A few years, let's get your ankle seen to. Might keep you going a little bit longer, kind of thing.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, but I just thought the delivery of it was.
So he bought
fucking
your gran like a voucher for somewhere private, like Booper?
Oh no, he's just telling her to spend her own money on it.
Okay, fucking hell.
That's his inheritance, though.
Joe?
I DJ in shopping centres again.
Yes.
Are you proud of me?
When you say shopping centres, last time it was the Trafford Centre.
Yeah.
That's quite. Surely that's a good one.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
I was in Bristol this week, Monday, yesterday. Tomorrow I'm in Birmingham. Friday I'm in Leeds. And I'm talking...
That's a Cure song, isn't it?
No. Unfortunately, it is the middle of the shopping centres. They hire out... I can say this.
When you say, unfortunately, it's the middle, we aren't
Because you're seen by a lot of people. Imagine like a foyer, right, in the shopping centre. I'm literally banging the foyer. I've got a little desk, some flashing lights, and I've got a DJ to what essentially is a queue of people trying to go into a Halloween spooky house that they've created overnight in the middle of a shopping centre.
Jesus.
And
why don't they just have like a Spotify playlist?
Yeah, it's interesting.
Isn't that what you just do?
Why don't they just get someone to like run a Spotify playlist, just press play and then send videos to the mates?
Maybe do some emails.
Yeah. Why don't they get someone who could do that?
I'm a fucking great DJ.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Listen. So
What do you open with then if you're a great DJ?
Anywhere by Rita Ora.
Whoa. Anyone that starts with Rita Ora is a fucking dunce.
So I've been getting about. Bristol's lovely, by the way. Do you like Bristol? You ever
Never been.
What
No.
a place. One of the actors there, because they hire actors to be part of the spooky stuff.
Oh, who was it? Brad Pitt?
No, it was a guy who generally for about
Did you play the role of Harvey Weinstein in this? You kind of look a little bit like him in his younger days. Yeah, you sort of make sure the actors are doing their jobs and all that.
No, I'm just playing harp music. I'm playing Rita Ora. I just leave them alone. But sometimes they console me a little bit by telling me their problems. And Scarecrow was telling me that he was a bit upset because he really wanted to be Scarecrow. And sadly, he was doing arts and crafts with kids. So he's like, I've been building myself up. I've watched Wizard of Oz on the way here, which I thought was a joke.
That's not a horror film.
No, but he was the Scarecrow. He wanted to be the Scarecrow. So he was like, I've been watching Wizard of Oz, and I was like ready to be a Scarecrow. And they've actually put him by the arts and crafts section. So all he's doing all day is colouring in with kids.
It's a shame that as well, because he's a good Scarecrow.
He might go on to be a future Hollywood star.
He's outstanding.
And he's colouring in with kids. He is outstanding in his field.
He is. Like any good Scarecrow.
Hey, that was a good Scarecrow joke.
There's only a few.
What else have we been doing this week?
You've DJ'd for 8 fucking hours, Joe. That's
8 hours
enough.
was bad, but I didn't do any slip-ups this time.
Well
Last
done.
time I played a YouTube video over the top of my DJ set.
Because he was
and
just
then-
watching YouTube while his Spotify did the work for him.
and then
How much did they pay you for this?
And then I reset my BBC password with the audio on loud.
I would say that you sound like you're distracted when you're meant to be doing a paid gig.
You're the most distracted person I know.
I am.
He
quite
is
distracted.
just a walking ADHD.
I'm quite. But listen, I give my all.
Stop fiddling with the wire when you talk about you getting distracted.
But that's it. But other than that, this week I've been. I was driving around to Tom Cooney's leaving party.
Yeah.
And I was running what I thought was a little bit late. It was chucking it down with rain, and
Really setting the scene.
I was driving from mine into town because I was having a couple of beers. And as I was driving, I saw 2 people running for sort of safety from the rain because it was chucking it down, and it was Joe Smith.
Yeah, it
and
was
his
me and my
partner.
girlfriend.
Wow.
And he drove past. He drove up to us, slowed down, and went, "Do you want a lift?" Great. We ain't got umbrellas. It's a 10-minute walk back to my partner's house. And we went, "Yeah, please." And he went, "Fuck off," and drove past.
Little rebel.
Absolute little
late
rat.
for Tom Cooney's leaving party.
He wasn't even there when you got there.
We're going to move on to something that I asked you to bring in.
Sure, yeah.
Max Smith brought in a roast chicken.
Why haven't you done the hair stuff again?
Did you see that?
Tried
Yeah,
to.
How good did he look?
Well, I think you could see a difference.
You could, couldn't you?
Yeah.
I tried
Because
to do
you're
by
quite thick up front. You've gone
Oh,
like
you
a sort
can't
of...
say
I've got a
Yeah.
fringe. I've got thick hair.
Yeah, but I mean,
Everyone's got terrible
there's
hairline.
no sort of... There's no lack of anything there.
Do you worry about going bald? You don't worry.
I do worry about it.
Would you go bald? Or would you go to
I
Turkey?
don't know, my
like
dad.
me?
Oh, I thought you meant genetically, would I?
Yeah.
Because my dad hasn't gone bald.
Is he not? It's
No,
fine.
Yeah.
Ethan, is your dad gone bald?
No, my dad's got a similar hairline to me. I quite like my hairline. My Uncle Phil's bald, but he's on my mum's side. So who knows what's going to happen, I guess.
No.
A man of few words.
I tried to do that hair thing today solo.
Oh, yeah, I can see a little bit.
It's not really work, does it?
Oh, there is some in there. You've not done enough. You've not done nearly enough.
God, I was there for about 4 or 5 minutes, just fucking ploughing away.
Why don't you spike it up? It always looks good when you spike it
Yeah,
up.
have it gelled. I think you should have it combed. I think you should have it combed back.
You all
Look like a
take
young
the
Jack
piss.
Charlton.
Look how bad it is.
Can we- Just for us, just
Fuck
push it
off.
back. Just
No.
because here's the thing: there's a lot of men at home watching this show who think I'm worried about my hair, and it's nice to have someone who's in the public eye who doesn't care that they're going bald.
Public eye.
Go on, push it all back. Let's see what we're working with here. Let's really see what we've got.
Being like that, innit?
It's the thinness in that central section that worries me.
When's your wedding?
Fuck off.
When is your wedding?
Probably 2024.
Is that that will have had time for it to grow back?
Yeah, I'm going to Turkey.
Are you actually?
Yeah. I'm thinking about going in
What, for
January.
your stag do? Oh,
No. To get my hair done.
right.
There's a place that does hair and fat reduction as well. So I thought, fucking hell,
Might
what
as
if they
well.
do 2 in 1? She moves to 9 out of 10 club.
Yeah.
Right, Steve.
Hi.
I mean,
What is the 9 out of 10?
9 out of 10 club is sort of, you say that I only review food that's 9 out of 10. So then we create a club of stuff that we put forward that we believe is the best of the best.
Do you ever give honest ratings when you do your reviews?
I've started to do now.
Oh, cutthroat McGrath.
Because the other reviews, I was sponsored one by Deliveroo.
Yeah.
And you couldn't really be as true as you... Because you Deliveroo on pages go slag something off, have they?
Would you say that completely undermines you as a reviewer and therefore a person?
Zero integrity.
No. Sometimes, like, I talk to you about food, invite you out for some food sometimes. Food isn't necessarily a big part of your life, is it? Unlike me.
Well, no, I used to be quite a chunky child, and then I've sort of had to ban myself from food. Not completely.
So would you
But-
say you've had a sort of a difficult relationship with food over the
Yeah,
years?
we don't get along.
No.
Yeah, I
So
want
now-
too
I'll
much of
give
it.
you this.
So is this
I
what's
force
this
you
going to
to
be
bring-
then? Just like a pack of Marlboro Lights?
Well, I was thinking, what's something that 9 out of 10? It's got to be consistently good.
Yeah.
And this one's more general, and this one is more of a. I've got two things. This one
nice.
this one is more a symbol of just a general item, which is Cheerios. Or any cereal. Your favourite cereal.
Wait, no,
you can't
or
get
any
any
cereal.
Cheerios.
Well, it's
Cereal.
Cheerios, and if that doesn't get in, any cereal.
Any cereal.
Your favourite
Any
cereal
breakfast
at home.
food.
This is a
I
good
brought
start.
in
This
your
is a good
favourite food at home.
This is the first cereal.
Thank you. Well, my favourite is I really like mini Weetabix with chocolate in.
Oh, they're good.
But it's not for everyone.
Yeah, so why bring them in?
Exactly. It's not going to make
This is the first time anyone's really tried to bring in a 9 out of 10 club for the viewer.
That's it. I'm a people pleaser.
You are. This is lovely.
So Cheerios, I just think I used to eat about cereal about 4 times a day.
Really? 4?
So often.
Shove
And
it in.
Never let me down.
Yeah, they're not. They're great, aren't they? They are great. Cheerios up there for me, one of the best. Should we get a bowl and? Well,
I'd
do you
have
want
thought
to keep
so.
these? Are these yours?
This is more of an 8 out of 10 club, isn't it? It's not even that good. Sorry,
No,
guys.
suppose
come
if you
on,
fucking
back
7.5
yourself.
I
out
suppose
of
if you
10.
Back
put
yourself.
2 Cheerios together, that would be an 8.
Yeah.
Can I get a bowl?
Yeah, let's go and
Get a
this
bowl,
sorted.
Ethan.
It's genius, man.
Thank you very much.
Genius.
So you said you brought 2 things in.
Yeah, the other one is more personal to me.
Well, that's exactly what we want. So what sort
Cheers
of...
for bringing
this,
in
the crowd
Cheerios.
pleaser, sure. You've brought in everyone's favourite cereal there, Cheerios. What's your
This.
This is...
When I love protein bars.
Oh, the grenade protein bar.
Because
yes.
they've been working on these to make them less tasting like soil and more, a gym snack.
Are you,
they are
are you,
nice, you know.
Are you sponsored by a grenade?
I'm not at all. You could have any of those different brands.
Any of
I've
them
got
range.
Cheerios?
What's another? Nestle, it would be, wouldn't it, Joe? Stupid.
Right, can I have a bite of that one? Is it a mint flavour?
It's a dark chocolate mint flavour grenade, high protein, low sugar. For anyone who wants to get
Not
this
my
and try
favourite,
them
just the one they had in the
Right.
shop,
This is interesting. Can I have a bite of it?
Yeah, I don't think I can stop you. Sort of like if a gorilla got hold of your child in
I'll
the
tell you
zoo.
what, that's nice.
Just gotta
that.
hope it
No,
doesn't.
you can't say that after having a minimal tasting. You're like, one of those guests on a cooking show on TV when they go, before they even put it in.
Something nice to you. This is something good to you.
You'll be as ripped as him after this.
Joe! What? Give me them Cheerios.
You've been slagging him off for having that, and suddenly you want a bit.
Delicious. Do you think they taste differently, all of them, because they're different colours?
I've thought about this before. It's like the Skittles phenomenon, isn't it? I think they're all the same.
I used to leave the orangey ones till last. They're my favourite. Yeah, I'm weird.
What was your favourite? What was your least favourite?
I don't know.
The brown ones.
Yeah. Don't clip that up.
You agreed to that way too fast. Right. So, we now have to decide.
I've got fucking Cheerios in my drink.
I feel like my last comment's really going to go against me.
We now have to decide whether Cheerios and whatever the fuck this is goes into the 9 out of 10 club. Now, we're doing it separately, or are we bringing this together as a whole?
I like Ethan's thoughts first. Ethan, what Cheerios experience?
Yeah, I don't know what that chocolate biscuit thing is. I must have missed that bit, but that's a nice surprise.
We want it.
Catch, ready?
Yeah, go on.
It's been nibbled from both ends.
I think we all.
Sorry.
All right.
Have a try. It's a grenade bar, which is healthy for you.
I'd give it 6 out of 10.
Healthy for you.
You give it 6 out of 10. It's healthy for you, though. Remember that. Joe, stop scranning.
I'm hungry.
Try and fucking chat.
It reminds me of something.
Like an after 8.
Oh, that's what it is. Isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Or a mint thin if you shop in Aldi.
Yeah.
Or Tesco.
Or mint feast.
Oh,
If you're willing to delve into a completely different
that would have been a
food.
9 out of 10.
The mint
That
feast.
shit I brought.
Have you seen how small the chocolate in the centre of the mint feast is now?
Disgusting.
It's like a rat's tongue.
But the Cornetto, the ends you can buy now.
Yeah,
Just the little nubbins.
Yeah, but they're big. They've made them bigger. They're
Why
good.
did you buy that? You brought in, Steve, you brought in
That's a 10 out of
Cheerios.
10, not a 9 out of 10,
What's
Joe.
happened here, Stephen? Because you've come in and
Have you
no one has
panicked?
even reviewed these yet, but you're playing them down from the start.
Well, no, I went to Tesco and I was dealt a bad hand with the protein bars. That's not it's not a great flavour. There's far better.
Is there a cookie and creams one? I think you remember having that once.
Yeah, it's not that good, Joe.
Which one is the best then?
There's a salted caramel one.
Ooh,
Yeah.
that's nice. Look what you could have had.
Okay, so Ethan, Cheerios, talk to me.
Well, if you said to me, Joe, Cheerios getting in the 9 out of 10 club, I would say straight back to those Cheerios. Cheerio, you're not getting in. Average cereal. Cereal isn't that worthy of getting in a 9 out of 10 club. There's more exciting things out there. And,
Name 10
All right.
More, 10 things more exciting than cereal.
in 10 seconds. You
All right.
waffling.
3.
Oh, no, you're buying time.
That's 13 seconds.
All right.
Go on.
Okay.
Like your nan.
Buying time and ankles.
Stroop waffles. Digestive biscuits. Turkish delight.
Oh, fuck off!
Oh, it's definitely more exciting.
Turkish delight, load of shit.
Yeah, I can't believe how much you've gone at Stephen there.
Yeah, it's
And you-
tight.
That's
Third-
YouTube
third on your
royalty
list.
you're speaking to.
So Cheerios-
Obviously that royalty would be Prince Andrew, but it's still it's YouTube royalty.
Are you going to say yes to Cheerios?
I can't. I'm sorry. I make
fine,
a special effort to give every single guest their time in the
Fucking
sun.
Mint's got in with Jamie Hutchison.
That was a mistake.
We were
That was a
early on.
mistake. But there's the thing, Steve.
Yeah, but he needed the mints, didn't
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
he? Stinks of garlic.
Yeah, weirdly he does.
Does he?
Of garlic. Is it garlic? Something.
Is he garlic?
No, he's not garlic. Garlic. I might have garlic in for 9 out of 10 eggs.
I despise it.
You hate garlic?
Something after COVID happened to me. No,
Really?
Really?
just the
Something
smell of it
vampiric
makes
in
me sick.
nature. Very interesting.
What that means. So sorry, Steve.
Vampire. That's what he was getting at.
Sorry, Steve. Didn't get into the 9 out of 10 club.
I'm really sorry, because I love Cheerios, but I think it's probably an 8 out of 10. A 7 out of 10. I think really you know that.
I agree with you.
You look really upset now, you okay?
It was a symbol of what could be.
Just eating all the orange ones to make himself feel better. Orange after orange after orange.
Orange Smarties.
Yeah, why all these
hello.
good ideas now? Cheerio. Now,
Bagels,
Steve.
a bigger Cheerio.
Yeah,
I think they could be 9 out of
Imagine
10.
loads of bagels in a swimming pool full of milk. Giant Cheerio, Mr. Beast.
That's good.
That sort of thing.
Yeah,
isn't it?
text him, Joe.
Have you got his number?
No.
You're the best likely of all of us, but even yet, Stephen, I got it.
I have met him, been on the same coach as him.
Have you
but
actually?
yeah,
On a
didn't
coach?
They did the
Yeah.
Sidemen
Mr. Beast
football
does not
challenge.
go in coaches.
No, he didn't. He did on the way back, but he didn't on the way there.
Helicopter.
Yeah, what's he up to?
Like one matter sounding for Manchester
I
United.
wondered how with that coach you went on with the Sidemen football challenge. There's a lot of pressure on the driver, isn't it?
You know what? There was, and
There's a lot of people.
there's a
that-
security guy who was.
Especially when everyone's like pranking him and stuff, squeezing his head, a hell of a lot of pressure on him.
There's a security guard who was. He just kept giving him grief, going, no, turn this way, no, turn that way. So it was last minute as he was doing it. He was like, no, go back. And I thought, speak to him nicely.
Was that a
Yeah,
security
well-
guard or was that a sat nav?
No, it was.
It was like a little robotic security guard.
buzzed him.
But I said thank you to him as I got off.
What was that like then, the Sideman football match?
It was good.
Did you feel like you were part of history?
In a way, yes. I feel like it was all about me that day.
Because when I tuned into that, and that had like Joe Wicks in lockdown levels of live viewers.
Yeah. Oh, don't compare it to that.
Why? He had 1 million concurrent viewers.
No, he didn't.
Yes, he fucking did.
That's cute. That's cute, man.
Yeah,
What did
2
you-
million.
2.6. 2.6.
2.6, you know what I mean?
Nearly double.
That's great.
It is double.
Jesus Christ.
Over double, Joe.
We've asked our patrons, Steve, for some questions for you,
Okay.
and I was just wondering if you wanted to go with it and ask some
How
of
many
these.
patrons do you have?
Thousands.
Wow.
50,
we have
50
about
60,000. 518.
That's still good. I should stop eating on the
Cameron
podcast.
Whelan asks the very important question: Tom Looney or IMAX?
Tom Looney.
Tom Looney, why? Oh, that's a big one.
That's huge.
Because Max would spend 8 hours on IMAX. And he had other things to do.
Shag, marry, kill. Me, Joe, or Ethan?
You know Joe's shoulder's going to pop out if you shag him.
No, yeah, but I'd keep going. Go
I'm
on.
going to have to...
There you go. You can't sit this one out.
Going to shag Ethan. I think it'd... just because I think it'd be funny. For both of us.
Yeah, it'd be a good
That's
fun.
what my girlfriend says as well.
Oh.
Girlfriend?
Yeah.
Forget it.
Got a
Forget it,
girlfriend.
mate.
He's got 3 or 4.
Forget it, you slut. I'm going to shag Joe.
Yes.
Marry you.
Marry me. Kill Ethan.
Kill Ethan.
No,
Then divorce Joe.
And then shag me still. Go on then, Joe. What's next?
Next question. Would you ever go on tour again? Sam Spam said even maybe coming over to Venezuela. Because you went on tour, didn't you, ages ago? What are you laughing at?
Why would I go to Venezuela?
See your fans.
See Sam Spam.
Sam Spam.
Sam Spam, thank you, ma'am.
Is he a regular contributor to the podcast?
I don't think so, no.
Spammy?
Spam man.
Spammy's always texting
Dino.
him.
Sam Spam. Maybe. I've never read out a message from Sam Spam before, have we, Ethan?
no, usually just go straight into the spam folder. I think.
Boy. Lovely stuff.
He's good, that.
So would you go on tour again?
Not with what we did, which was Will and E's, what was it called? Swatty Live.
Swatty Live.
Yeah, we got asked to do another one, and I didn't want to do it because just didn't make enough money.
What are you doing
But
on
you
this
went
show
you went
then?
around the UK, didn't you? And Ireland.
I got mistaken for your mother the way I got around. Yeah.
Make sure you check out the Sloppy Joe's Patreon, where the top sloppers unite to get all of the best Sloppy Joe's content. What extras do you get? Great question. Extra podcasts, live podcasts, behind the scenes videos. You also get early access to all of our podcasts and the very special Sloppy Joe's feature, where Joe McGrath tells you about times that he has pooed himself. There's only one way to describe it. He shits himself all the time. If you want to be the ultimate slopper, check out our Patreon, patreon.com/SloppyJoesPodcast. As you can see there, the link is in the description for all of that extra stuff. The slop mamas, the slop daddies, the slop goblins, yeah? Mr. and Mrs. Slop Shop. Check out our Patreon, patreon.com/SloppyJoesPodcast for the ultimate sloppy experience.
Have you ever been on a VR headset?
Never been on a VR headset. Have you?
Max Smith had one.
Really?
And he lived with 2 other people. And this was back when he was a frequent masturbator. Hope you don't mind me saying that, Max.
What is now infrequent?
Well, yeah. And he had VR porn.
No.
Yeah. And I because his door didn't lock, I said to him, you realise that your housemates may have just walked in? You would have been unaware. And then just walked back out going, Also, is they were leaving the flat in terms of it was up for, you know, it was an estate agent could have come in.
I've got a mate who.
A mate.
It's actually not
definitely
me.
you, isn't it?
It's actually not me.
It's definitely you.
I've got a mate who, after school, so gross, came in from school. The moment got the better of him.
Yeah, often does after school.
Started having a wank, right? As you do.
Where?
In his bed.
Yeah.
But he got fully naked and just laid on top of the covers. Then, next thing that happens, his mum opens the door, obviously, and he just pretended to be asleep.
Oh, no, with the penis out and everything.
Just fully out like a sundial. Imagine that. Just pretend, didn't roll over, didn't cover it up, just pretended to be asleep.
Ethan, you must have been caught wanking a couple of times.
No, but I know of my friend knows someone who has brittle bone disease and was
Gran.
She doesn't. She's got a dodgy ankle. But he was wanking.
A bit like Daniel Sturridge.
Is your gran Daniel Sturridge?
Listen,
Daniel Sturridge.
nice. Right. So this lad was wanking and he's got brittle bone disease, and his mum came in, and he panicked and he moved in such a shot he hit his elbow off his like little side table, and he just couldn't pull his trousers up because he broke his arm.
He broke his arm. I was wanking.
Yeah.
Floundering.
That's disgusting.
But Joe, you pulled your shoulder out whilst
Shoulder,
wanking,
yeah,
so it's not that different, is it?
Brave boy.
No, you're not a brave
boy.
You said what they did was disgusting, and yet you're a brave
And
boy.
you've done almost exactly the same thing.
Right, we're going to end by asking Ethan some questions. We'll wrap things up. So we basically, anything you want to put to Ethan, maybe it's about life, maybe it's like, you know, a more serious question.
Yeah.
I was thinking this week, why do ibuprofens, Ethan, have sugary bits but paracetamols don't?
No, sugary, but like they taste sugary.
Yeah, do you know what I mean by that?
Did you have too many ibuprofens?
I think I might have OD'd on ibuprofen.
We thought they were Skittles.
Ethan, why is that?
Ibuprofen have the sugary bits, yeah.
Yeah.
They pack more of a punch than the paracetamol.
I think it's that sort of spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. Type motto.
Ibuprofen's inflammatory, isn't it?
Is it? I just take 3 or whatever.
I think it's 2.
He has an extra one.
Yeah.
One for his liver.
Big bone.
2 for me, 1 for the old liver.
Do you know what I mean, Joe, though? Why is it ibuprofen got the sugary bits?
It's got the coating.
Yeah.
Maybe it's because it's even worse tasting than paracetamol.
Oh,
if you ate it.
Paracetamal's dirty.
Paracetamol is bad. Unless you pop it in Calpol.
I love
isn't it?
Calpol, Drew.
Did you love Calpol, Ethan?
Oh, I loved Calpol. It's just delicious, isn't it? I wish you could buy like Calpol sweets or something.
I think it's strawberry.
Oh yeah.
Is
I guess,
Calpol strawberry flavoured?
Yeah. What else would it be?
It's not.
What is it then?
I don't know. What is it, Steve?
I can't remember. I think it's strawberry.
I don't think it's strawberry. You lie to us. Can't lie to us.
I remember there was a rumour that came out that some people at school had got their hands on a banana Calpol.
I've heard that.
Yeah.
I've heard that. Yeah.
Have you ever tasted it?
No.
Have you ever had it?
No.
Have you ever had it, Ethan?
Yeah, I think so, Drew.
Oh, have you
fuck off, Ethan.
Have you fuck?
I have.
You've never had banana Calpol.
There was antibiotics I really liked. I can't remember which one. There's like a lemony one.
Oh, nice. Lemon drizzle. I like lemon drizzle.
I don't think it was lemon drizzle. But it was when I had tonsillitis.
It was the antibiotics and then just some lemon Calpol drizzled over the top.
Ethan, if you were to open a bar, what would the sort of themes of the bar be, and what name would you give it?
Themes.
Not
just one theme.
Theme. Yeah,
Multiple
one theme.
themes.
Oh, well, that's a good question. One I've never thought about before, really.
You shocked me.
Yeah. You know what? Why not make it like 9 out of 10 club themed or
I was
something
going to say
like
9/11.
My partner's
How would a 9/11
birthday-
theme be?
My partner's birthday's on 9/11.
Is it?
Yeah.
Why would you want a 9/11 theme bar?
No, I don't want a 9/11 theme party. No, I was gonna say like I was gonna be all like, 9 out of 10 club and stuff because it's a safe answer.
It's like you're stepping on toes, yeah.
Not
You're
9/11.
creative,
Don't
man.
do 9/11.
What's your favourite thing in life?
In life, probably.
It's Greg's, isn't it?
Nah, it's not.
Oh, I love Newcastle United.
So wouldn't that be the theme of your bar?
That and 9/11. Dave, thank you very much for coming on the pod.
Thank you.
Thank you for bringing Cheerios. Thank you for
some more, Joe.
No.
Really hinting at
Oh,
it.
go on in.
Little free pour.
Yeah. Thank you for watching the Stop
Well,
Joe's
don't keep
podcast.
talking, you know. When you
Joe, outro
lift
it,
up your
please.
top, lift
Thank
up
you
your
very
top
much
so I
for
can
watching
listen.
the Sloppy Joe's podcast.
What's up?
Yeah, you
Thank
can
you,
take that
Stephen,
home.
for coming on. Your podcast,
Joe.
what's going on with that?
We stopped it because it was shit.
Interesting stuff.
You're right, Joe. No, it wasn't that.
It
shit,
wasn't
no.
that shit. What a review.
Just
Not that shit.
Just the
5
episodes
stars.
I went on were good. It was. Yeah, we never had guests on. Something you'll implement after this. But it was. We just ran out of stories. You know.
Sad, isn't it?
We did
Really.
it for a long time, though.
Over 2.5 years.
There you go. That's a podcast.
And we were hit by COVID straight away. And the really nice studio we were in to begin with, we couldn't go in there anymore because someone was racist at work. So
No.
Was that you?
I resigned. Just snuck these fuckers in.
it was no, it wasn't snuck in.
We just walked in, but we weren't allowed to really walk in.
So you got sacked?
I resigned.
Clint Boone saw us every week. No way were we responsible for your incompetence excess.
That was fucking great. I doubled their listening figures in a year.
So hang on a sec. Let's get into this quickly before we end.
No, I can't.
Of course you can. You had to resign because you snuck him.
No, they told me off because basically because of COVID and that. We weren't allowed people in the office and the studio, but you know, the podcast was good fun. And we all needed it. So we went in and then they went, "Oh, that's not allowed." And I said, "I'm sorry." They went, "We might have to take further action than that." So I went, "It's all right. I'll resign."
Fell on his sword. And what did you do to repay him for that? Obviously, he's lost his job.
No, I've spent time with Joe, and I know that there is. That was just a drop in the ocean.
He was
Only a
gonna be
matter of time.
Joe in that studio would have been knocking water on the fucking electrics every day. All do.
I love this little fanny pack full of Cheerios that you're snacking on here.
Right, I need to go. I need to get rid of this.
Can I ask something?
Yeah.
Can I have some, please?
If your podcast only lasted 2 years, Stephen, do you think ours will last longer?
How long have you done it for now? 3-4 months? Maybe longer?
Yeah.
Are we expiring soon? Like that milk?
It looks good.
That's good.
Great game.
You got Ethan. You got Joe. For listeners, I didn't point at McGrath there. You flies down. You see, this is why you get sacked from radio stations.
Thank you very much for coming on, Stephen.
Thank
Joe,
you.
if they end up on that table, I am going to be so mad with you.
To the bin, Joseph.
To the bin with you. Thank you very much for joining us at home, and we'll see you in a bit. Bye-bye. Oh, for fuck's sake. Wave, Ethan.
Bye.